show how important race is. Let somebody rob one of these stores that's black. Every black man out here is suspect.
Right. Yep.
Even if you blind, you a suspect.
Right.
Show you how important race is.
I.S.U.P.K.
We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men, free men, desire. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Never let them call us back. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men, free men, desire.
Right, what happened? I ain't supposed to be like, well, that's his problem.
Right.
How we ever gonna come together? Let me get it. If I can get Ezekiel 37, let me just show one. Let me show you one thing in the book of Ezekiel, man. I want to show you something about us coming together, man. The Bible prophesied that we was gonna come together. And the book of Ezekiel, it speaks about our condition. It speaks about the state that we would be in as black men. We've been in exile for over 400 years. Don't know who we are. Don't know what the. A lot of these young brothers, they want to fight. They want to fight over turf. They want a piece of earth they can call their own.
Right.
But they don't know what to fight for.
Right.
We warriors by nature. Why you think you excel in the football arena and in the basketball arena? All sports is a simulated warfare.
That's right.
One side against another. Who can break the line? Who can score the ball? That's simulated warfare. And you excel in that no matter what you do.
Right.
Even our women with track and field.
That's right.
All the things we do because the Lord put his spirit on you. You got it, brother? Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord.
This is Ezekiel getting a vision from the Lord. Read on.
And set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
Now, a valley is a low place. A valley is usually between two mountains. He said he seen him in a low place where it was full of bones. What did the bones represent? Death. No life there. In a valley, in a low place. Read on. In the bottom. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And caused me to pass by them round about.
So he's observing these bones. Go ahead.
And behold, there were very many in the open valley. And lo, they were very dry.
They were dry, meaning they've been there for a long time. You understand? They've been there for a long time, dry. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
And listen to this. The Lord asked him, when these bones been there for a long time, so long they've been dry. You understand? And the Lord asked him a question. Can these bones live? Listen what he says. Go ahead.
And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest.
You see that? He had to say to God, only you know if these bones can live. Similar to our condition. We gonna have to say, man, these bones, are we ever gonna live? We ever gonna have a life? Because this ain't life we living. This is just trying to survive. This ain't even life. Life is when you can go wherever you want to go in the earth and enjoy the best of every land and eat the best of every food. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about having to be stopped and showing an ID. Have to prove that you're not the black man that robbed the store. If one black man out here robbed, let me show how important race is. Let somebody rob one of these stores that's black. Every black man out here is suspect. Even if you blind, you a suspect. Show you how important race is. You understand? Read on.
Verse 4. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones.
He's telling Ezekiel to speak to these bones. They're bones, they dead. He's telling him to speak to them, prophesy. You understand? And listen, go on.
Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Verse
Verse 5, thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you.
Now, this is the first thing. He prophesied to the bones that the Lord is going to put breath inside of you. Same way he put breath inside of Adam.
Right.
Adam became a living soul. That breath is the knowledge of the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Adam was a living soul. He was alive, but he was spiritually dead.
Right.
And that's how we are today. We're alive physically, but we're spirit. Well, I hate to use the word, but they say conscious. You're unconscious of what's going on, your surroundings. You don't know who your enemies are. You don't know who to love. You don't know who to hate. We're incapacitated on how we deal with our emotions as men.
Right.
Which is why we hurt each other so quickly. Step in my shoe, I want to blow your brains out.
Right.
You steal my 84s, I want to blow your brains out. You understand? You scratch my candy pen, I want to blow your brains out.
Right.
You feel me? Like we value things, the worldly things or the things of the world more than we each other. You understand? So read that part again.
O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Verse 5, thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Verse 6, and I will lay sinews upon you. And
Sinews is the tissue you need for muscle. You understand? You're going to get your strength. You're going to get a breath of life, which is the knowledge of the Lord. And you're going to start to get strong. Going to put that muscle tissue around your bones. Go ahead.
and will bring up flesh upon you.
And He's going to put flesh on you. You understand? Read on.
And cover you with skin.
And cover you with, you're going to know that skin, your race matters. You understand? You ain't going to be colorblind. He's going to cover you with skin. You understand? Read on.
And put breath in you, and ye shall live.
Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
And part of that living is knowing who your God is.
Right.
Like the general said, where is the black God? Where is the black God found? We know in Christianity they tell us our Savior is white. God is white, the angels are white. That's white supremacy.
Right.
What people you gonna serve if everybody great white? Psychological brainwash. You gonna serve white people because you're gonna think the only way I can get to heaven is being good to white people.
That's right.
To ignoring the oppression that white people do.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise.
There was a what?
There was a noise.
A noise started to happen, a tumult. You want to know why so much going on in the earth? There's a spiritual awakening that's happening among black people, Hispanic and Native American Indian people. The Lord is putting His spirit back in the earth, and a noise is getting ready to happen. Start to be a tumult. You understand? Read on.
So I prophesied as I was commanded, and there was a noise, and behold, a shaking.
And they shaking these, what they call a so-called movement. These movements started to happen. Black people started moving. These bones started moving. Read on.
And the bones came together.
Now, let's get to the meat of it. Said these bones came together. Now, at first, they were what? Separate. They were individuals. But now we're becoming a nation now.
Right.
We're becoming collective. What hurt is if you got a body, if I hurt this, if I cut this pinky finger off, my whole body gonna feel it.
Right.
You understand? So now we're connected now. You understand? These bones start to come together. Go ahead.
Bone to his bone.
Bone to his bone. Brother to brother, sister to sister.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them.
You see that? They came together and they started to get strong. Go ahead.
And the skin covered them above.
Go ahead.
But there was no breath in them.
You see that? Now we're missing the breath, which is the knowledge of the Lord, and we're going to get to that. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind.
Prophesy unto the wind. The wind meaning even if these bones ain't listening, speak to the wind.
Right.
You understand? Speak to the wind. Let's see what the Lord does with the wind. Go ahead.
Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live.
Breathe upon these what?
Slain.
The Bible said these bones were slain. They didn't die of natural causes. Same thing with our condition. What happened to us after slavery and during slavery was not a coincidence. The reason you in the ghetto right now is by design.
Right.
The Bible said these bones were slain. Someone murdered these people. And the same thing that happened to us. You understand? Don't let no one tell you can't blame the white man.
That's right.
Don't ever let no one tell you it ain't the white man's fault. They want to take if a Negro tell you it ain't the white man's fault, it's black people's fault, you agree, you say, yeah, it's black people's fault, black people like you.
Right.
Damn right.
Damn right.
You are the black people that's this fault. Because you so quick to give the slave master a pass for 400 years. You understand? 400 years, but you won't give your brother a pass for $5. Right. You ready to kill him over $5, but the white man, he can kill your whole race. 400 years. You don't got no love for that? That's weak. You understand? Read on.
Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived.
And they did what?
And they lived.
Let's see what happened when they start living. Go ahead.
And stood up upon their feet.
That's the other thing that's gonna happen. We're gonna start to stand up. You laying down right now, saying God love everybody. That's laying down. Saying that we gotta beg for justice.
Right.
We gotta beg for civil rights. We didn't ask the uncivilized man for civil rights.
Man.
We didn't ask the animal for human rights.
Right.
This man don't have no regard for any other human life on the face of this earth,
Right.
but his own. You understand? That's why he can destroy the earth. That's why he can destroy the water supply. You understand? He will poison a lake, then pay someone to purify it so he can send it back to you.
Right.
That's a beast. That's an animal. You understand? It ain't no reasoning with him. You see what he did to the Native American Indians. You see how he did it with our Israelite brothers, our Mexican brothers over here.
Right.
And he trying to put the blacks against the Mexicans.
Right.
When the blacks and the Mexicans supposed to come together in this city. We come together with wickedness. And we moving drugs across the border, we come together with the cartel, and then why don't we come together in righteousness?
Right.
You understand? That's what we supposed to be doing. Read on.
And stood upon their feet.
And we start to stand up on our feet once we got the knowledge of the Lord. Read on. We learn what to eat, what not to eat, who to marry, who not to marry, who to love, who not to love. All these things are wisdom. You don't get these things in college, but these are the foundations of life.
Right.
Knowing this is wisdom here, man. Knowing how to forgive your brother.
Right.
Knowing if a brother steal from you, they're supposed to be judges that set up among our people to deal with our issues. You shouldn't even have to go to the police department. I should have to see you on Mari Povich.
Right.
The Lord gonna set up judges in these last days. And we gonna hold court in these streets.
Damn right. That's right.
Brother do wrong, you stole from this brother, the judgment gonna happen. The man that's appointed, we're gonna say you pay that brother back this. You feel me? We ain't worry about our women being molested, our young daughters being kidnapped. Because guess what? You gonna have judges over the neighborhood.
That's right.
And we ain't gonna even see the white man's court system.
Right.
You understand?
Damn right.
Ain't gonna be no drugs. We gonna live in peace. You know what I'm saying? Our kids ain't gonna worry about a drive-by where everybody ducking. You understand? We gonna have some order. That's what the Lord gonna do. You understand? We in a time of division. You understand? It's about to be a split among black people. Those who want to love the white man and those who want to help black people and serve the Lord. That's what's getting ready to happen. It happened in the time of Moses. It happened in the time of prophets. The Lord is getting ready to divide the sheep from the goats. That's what he's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to make a separation, and he's choosing. You see them NFL players right now, how a lot of them taking a knee. Right. The Lord now is testing a man's integrity.
Right.
The Bible say he try the reins of a man. He see if you're going to compromise your integrity for money.
Right.
Certain things shouldn't be for sale. It's certain things you should take to the grave.
Right.
And your integrity and respect is what you should die with.
Right.
That should be intact when you go to the grave. You know what I'm saying? You would know that you can tell your son that he died as a man.
Right.
He died standing on his feet. Read on.
And stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Say what?
An exceeding great army.
That's what the Lord want to build, black man. He want to make an army out of you.
That's right.
And guess what? He gonna do it by force or by choice.
That's right.
We gonna be forced to come together. We're gonna be forced to love each other. You understand? That's what's gonna happen. The Lord ain't gonna wait forever. Christians talking about grace. We under grace. Grace gonna run out one day.
That's right.
Grace is we on the time clock. Clock about to strike 12.
Right.
Grace is gonna run out, and the Lord gonna want his nation. You understand? He coming to collect. Christ said, I come quickly. I come with my reward.
That's right.
Brother, let's get our reward, man. Let's get our crowns, man. Let's do what's right. This kingdom is getting ready to go. Every empire had a time to rule. Every empire had a time to rule and a time to fall. This empire is getting ready to fall. You seeing the white man, these devils out here in Texas, they building a damn a nuclear bomb shelter and all these survival shelter 60 miles north of Dallas right now. Because they prepare, they know it's getting ready to go to war. What we gonna do? We gonna still hate each other? Or we gonna be brothers and love each other and protect each other, man? You know what I'm saying? Mi casa, su casa, your house is my house. We gonna be brothers and look after each other. That's what we supposed to be doing, man. I'm gonna pass it back to the brother. Keep rocking.
Trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword.